Once again, man, it's DJ Chase, the pregame party Miss podcast right here on WDJC DB DJ Chase Radio, man. This episode is brought to you by College Radio Directory. Use the promo code DJ Chase in podcast directory. Find my podcast, the pregame party Miss podcast, right on podcast directory. Use the promo code DJ Chase and Groover, the hottest platform to get in touch with players, curators, real people, not bots. Get that real feedback. Get all of that goodness on Groover. And download the DJ Chase Radio mobile app, iPhone, Android, and all your mobile devices. Download that DJ Chase Radio mobile app. But enough of all that. We got the Bronx's own, my guy, friend of mine. I don't really call him too many people that's been as a friend. But once again, my guy, Francheyez, Ferrari Francheyez, the
Yeah.
son
Oh, yeah.
Francheyez.
Oh.
You know this, man. My guy, Francheyez in the building, BX. How you doing, brother?
Peace, peace, peace. What's the word, man? I appreciate you having me, Chase. You already
Yeah,
know.
yeah, for sure, for sure. So today, man, I want to talk about your background. Like I said, a lot of artists they just come on the scene, but they don't really tell their story. So, my show is
Mm,
dedicated to music education and really focusing on like your journey and what brings you to the point you are today. So today, I want to
mm.
talk about your background. I want to get into your background a little bit. So you're originally from Castle Hill, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bronx,
Yeah.
Castle Hill, we outside.
Yes,
Peace,
sir. Yes,
peace.
sir. Yes, sir. And how was it growing up in Castle Hill for you?
Well, I've always been in this area.
Hmm.
I was like kind of like I've always been into music and shit and basketball. Basketball was my thing. I played for St. Ray's and
Mm.
Scanlon out here.
Mm.
Those up big schools.
Yeah.
Um, And this area has always been good, but music, once I got bit by the music, I actually started DJing. That was my first thing I ever did.
Oh,
So it's
you jumping the questions.
my bad, gang. So you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
much like in this
yeah,
area and stuff like that, pretty much like it's a good area. I was also growing up in the 90s too, so the era
yeah,
is also like I was outside, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Real outside, not the
Yeah,
Instagram outside, the real
not the
outside.
Instagram outside. And
Yeah,
I love my area, man. It's changed a little bit now, but I'm still out here. Still out
yeah,
here.
for sure, for sure. And how would you say like I said, you kind of touched on a little bit. In high school, what position did you play?
Shooting guard. I was a shooting guard. I
You
was a
go, okay, I can
shooter.
see that. I can see
That was
that.
a
I can see
two.
it. All right, I
I
can
was
see
a
that. I can
two.
see
Yes, sir.
that.
I played ball was life at one point. You heard like
Yeah.
I've been playing ball probably since like I think I was six, from
Mm.
six until like my senior year of high school.
Yeah, I
Word.
got you. Yeah, yeah. I went to a hollow, so we don't really mess with St. Ray's. So.
I already know. I know when I played Scanlon,
Yeah,
that's when we really had to. Oh, Hollows had some people on their
yeah.
squad. We had to go crazy with them. I ain't gonna lie.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm joking. And I did want to ask you, were your parents like involved in entertainment? Like, did you grow up with both your parents, or just your mom, or just your dad, or were they involved
uh,
in entertainment?
I grew up with both my parents. My parents are both
Mm,
educators. They both were teachers.
nice. Okay.
But my mom was a like a dancer. Also, she was a traveling dancer before she
Mm,
married my father. She danced
mm,
this folklore music from Puerto Rico called
mm,
bomba.
mm,
And she was a bomba dancer. She was in a traveling group, and that's how she even
mm,
met my father. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? And they
mm,
were big supporters until everything I did, anything I wanted to do when it came to music. Like I was in music very early. I was in a band. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? They always supported me from the beginning. Without them, like I think not. I know that their support system. You know what I mean, is basically part of my foundation. You know what I'm saying when it comes to
Mm.
this music, for real.
Nice, nice, for sure, for sure. And like being that you had supportive parents, like you say, so you're mixed, or you Puerto Rican and black, or
No, I'm 100% Puerto Rican, man. I
oh, you
got
Puerto
Puerto
Rican? Oh,
Ricans
wow,
come.
okay.
Yeah, we
You
come
learned
in
something. I
different
learned
shades.
something. Okay.
We come in different shades and colors, and my town is Canóvanas, Puerto Rico, is right next to like Loíza. So if
Okay.
Tego Calderón and stuff like that, we
Yeah.
come like those a lot of
Yeah.
Afro Latinos in that area. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? And I'm proud of that.
Yeah, for
Proud of that
sure.
for sure.
Salute, salute. Okay, copy, copy. And with that being
Hmm.
said, like what made you segue into music from, 'cause I said I knew you went to Five Town College as well too. What made you
Yes, sir.
segue from sports to music?
Well, I've always done music. Like I said, I kind of started as in a band. I played the
Mm,
saxophone and I played the drums for like 4 years
mm.
in a band at St. Ray's. Um, but also even when I was playing ball, I was the school DJ. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
would be hired for the parties there or
Yeah.
even house parties.
Yeah.
And I kind of figured like that was my calling. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? I wasn't writing at that time. I wasn't even an artist at that time either.
mm. Yeah.
I just wanted to know more about the music business, so I went to school for it. I was like, I'm that kind of person where I like to research what I want to know. So
Yeah.
I figured like the best place to know is school
Yeah,
for it. You know
got
what I mean?
yeah, for sure, for sure. And being like I said, you have both, more Puerto Rican. ancestry, who did you listen to growing up? Did you listen to more like DMX, Jay Z, or did you listen, like I said, Tango
That's a great
Calderon?
question.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a
yeah.
great question.
Who'd you listen to?
So boom, I caught on to hip hop a little later. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm,
I'm a Puerto Rican descent. My family was listening to baladas and
yeah,
salsa and stuff like
yeah.
that. So my first viral record is METHOD, man. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like, so that's what from then on, like,
yeah.
but the big influences for me when it comes to music, was Nas. I'm a
Mm,
big Nas fan.
okay.
Big Jada fan. Big
Okay.
Jada fan
Okay.
and Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are all like big influence, top three for me.
Gotcha. Got you. And at Five Towns, what did you study? Production or marketing?
So at first I went in there for music business. You could either
Yes.
go for audio engineering or music business,
Mm.
and I didn't do too well with the grades. You know what I mean? So
It
then after
happens.
that,
It happens.
I went to IAR, Institute of Audio
Yeah, yeah,
Research.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They not
yeah,
around
yeah.
no more. That's yeah,
Not
yeah.
around. Big
Not
shout out
around no
to
more. Yeah,
IAR.
yeah, yeah.
But great school. I met a lot of connects there with the school. With Buddha the Future. He's
Mm,
produced for Dave East.
mm-hmm,
And in there, and then from there, they got me to work for Universal Motown. Worked there for like 2 or 3 years. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? Like, I
Nice,
made my
nice.
runs when it comes with this music stuff,
Yes,
for
sir.
real.
Yes, sir. As it always has been. As it always has been. And now,
Mhm.
what kind of equipment did you use when you first started DJing?
Oh man, my first turntables, I actually have them still. They're Gemini XL 100s,
Oh, that's
which
what I
is
started on the belt drive. I
the
mean, belt drive.
basics.
The
The
belt drive was
bait.
terrible. It was terrible. That's what I started on.
No, the bottle. You had to. I threw the penny on. It didn't
Yeah, it
help.
was it was tough. It was tough. The joints was rough. That's
But
actually what I
I was
started on.
begging.
Yeah.
I was begging my mom so much. She got me the techniques on
Mm,
the technique MK2s. Excuse
yeah.
me. So
Okay.
once I got those, I was rocking. I'm saying that those I
Yeah.
was good. I was able to do my parties with the techniques, and I had like a Newmark mixer. We were straight. It
Mm.
was pretty good.
Gotcha, gotcha. And like I said, I want to kind of talk about the music a little bit now. I want to go into music, and things like that because also, you had me like DJ a couple of your parties and stuff like that. Was
Yes,
like
sir.
promoting your own events one of the main like do you feel like that helped you like further your music career?
Yes, of course.
Mm,
You get that like just having that organic feel. Like the people sometimes music is a lot of music from everywhere right now, but the people buy more into me. You know what I'm saying? So if you get to meet
mm,
me there weekly, you vibe with me, you rock with me
mm,
as a person, kind of like any music I put out, you're gonna kind of rock with just because you
mm,
rock with me, hard body, and it's easier to
mm.
get that relationship doing those type of events.
Yeah, sure, yeah, sir. And do you remember the first song like you wanted to be an artist when you first wanted to be an artist? You remember the first song you wrote?
Oh man, I remember the first song I performed was with a group of my. I'm still shout out to my man Paul. He owns a store called Vinny Styles in Brooklyn. Big shout out to them.
Mm,
Um, the first I don't remember. It wasn't really like a song. It was
yeah.
like a freestyle, you could say, but it was on the Timberland and Magoo beat, the Night Rider beat.
Okay.
And I performed in sixth grade and all that. We went out on stage for talent show, went crazy.
For sure, for
Word.
sure. I like that.
Mhm.
And now I want to ask you this question. Like, once again, I listen to music. We kind of know each other for a little minute. You
Yes,
really
sir.
don't make negative music. You don't really make
Mm,
like shoot 'em up, bang bang. You make more like melodic, like positive
mhm.
music. What made
Yes,
you go
sir.
go that lane as far as making more positive music?
Um, before I started dropping these passion projects, I was doing something called hardcore consciousness, which is kind of like
Mm,
just more like realistic kind of music with politics is going on, current events. And then I'm just not that I do music that really pertains to me and my character. I'm one of those people that I feel like as long as you're authentic, I mean, people gonna gravitate to your music and it's gonna relate to it
mm,
regardless.
mm.
Now everybody want to shoot them up and bang bang every single day, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Now, with that being said, like, you do have a Spanish record, but do you feel like you want to, do you actually speak Spanish or no?
Yes, sir. Yes,
You just
sir.
okay, gotcha,
Fluently.
gotcha.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, copy, copy. So with that being said, do you feel like you want to make like a full Spanish project one day?
Yeah, that's definitely in my business partner. Big shout out to Ism. He
Mm,
always saying that I should tap into that lane more. You know what I mean? It's a
mm,
bigger market.
yeah,
I can speak it. I don't have the initial look of it. It'll be like, you know what I mean? There's a little
yeah,
bit of that
yeah,
value in there, shock value of it. So I was like,
yeah,
so I've been tapping, dabbling. I got a record with Conan,
yeah.
YNBS Conan. Big
Yes,
shout out
sir.
to them.
Mm,
Called Piñones. But it's more like a hip hop thing. I got a record by myself called Yo Sé Lo Que Quiero. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
I got a record with my mom also
Nice,
from
nice,
back in the yeah, produced
nice.
by Cover. It's one of my milestones, I would say, having a record with my mom, and I'm trying to dip and dabble with it more. You know what I mean, get working more into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Now, what is one thing I want to ask you this question? I'm asking you two different questions. What is one thing
Mm.
that you don't like about the music business?
Oh man, what I can say is there's a lot of the music business you can't run background checks.
Mm.
So there's a lot of people that you just don't know if they sane or not or something like that. Sometimes
Yeah,
some people are a little crazy, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And it does take a little bit of crazy to be an artist though, to be honest. But sometimes a little
Yeah,
bit too, you're too
yeah.
crazy. So
These artists is different, boy.
yeah, so it gets a
Yeah.
little that I could say that's one thing that I in particularly am not liking about music now.
Mm,
The second thing, um, people don't see they just see the products, you know what I'm saying? They don't see like the work that comes behind things
mm,
they just see the results of things. So
mm,
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's in most business, you know what I'm
mm,
saying? But in the music business, it just sucks because you gotta hold like a sort of like a
mm,
sort of image, so people just see that, but they don't recognize all the other that blinds them completely from all the work that goes into it. To be
mm.
honest.
Gotcha, gotcha. I like that answer. And with
Mm.
that being said as well too. Now, what is one thing that you do like about the music business?
Oh well, I do like that it relates to that people still want to relate to you through your music. Like I
Mm,
feel like people still looking for things. Like I thought that music was the way people putting it or promoting it out now is like you don't really have to have substance, but people are looking for substance because people are
mm,
going through things. You know what I mean? Like,
mm,
and I respect that even through performances and just connection with people has been.
mm.
That's what I like about music.
Gotcha, gotcha. So let me ask you a question, right? Do you like DJing better or do you like being a rapper better?
Oh, yeah. That's a crazy question. I'm gonna say I like DJ. I like rapping better because
Mm,
I could push the narrative more, like get my message out more. But this changed. Like now, you know what I mean? Like when I was DJing, there wasn't no socials like that. And like, you know what I
yeah,
mean? It wasn't no CD joints. I didn't press one button, and I really had to lug records. It was like real hard work.
yeah.
But I would say just rapping, I've learned so much just being trying to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Or
Mm,
trying to be an artist in general. Like I've learned so much that I appreciate it more. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying, to be honest.
Gotcha, gotcha. Now, most artists, now you touched on it a little bit. You said most artists are crazy. And do you feel like, like, cause no, and I say that because like you have a lot of artists that use music as a platform just to like, they need a therapy. They don't need a
Yeah,
microphone.
yeah.
They need a psychiatrist.
Hmm.
But to you, do you feel like music is more of a therapeutic for you, or do you feel like it's more just like an outlet? You don't take it as serious, like take it as personal. Excuse me.
No, I take it super personal.
It's
It
personal.
is like a therapeutic thing. Like
Mm,
I have a tape called Soak Tape. I got the Rose Tape. Those are all dedicated to,
mm,
people that I've lost that are real close to me. And I took the time out to do that.
mm,
More like and even so when it comes to that's what I mean. Like with my music is like when I'm going through, I can't really I'm gonna do
mm,
some party, get lit record, you know what I'm
mm.
saying? Those are harder for me to write now, believe it or not, than
Yeah,
before. Yeah,
yeah.
so now I just I think yeah, it's definitely therapeutic for me. I've been able to get out a lot through the music.
Nice, nice. Now, when you picking beats and stuff like that, because you listening from a DJ's ear, what makes you pick
Mm.
the type of beats that you pick?
So I've learned that I like every single beat. So I learned I gotta chill sometimes. I
Mm-hmm.
gotta pick beats that I know work for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I've gotten better with that through time. But
Yeah.
when you're a young artist and you hungry, you eating all the beats. You heard?
Yeah.
Like for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
But now I've gotten
Yeah.
better. I gotten
Yeah.
better with that. I pick more for me. I pick like I know the type of theme of song I'm looking for. Then I start looking for the sounds I want for
Mm,
it that kind of stick going to that.
mm.
And then I go from there. Then I kind of go from there.
Nice, nice, nice. And how do you feel like your music has grown from 2017 Nightfall to now Soak? How do you feel like your music has
Oh
grown?
snap! Oh man, even Nightfall still pertains to my life. Damn, that's crazy that you even said that.
Do my homework.
Yes. So Nightfall, it's been a big growth because it's just it's shown like how much I've grown or how much I've changed as a
Mm,
person. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Like you could see that through my music. If you That's why I like to put what I'm going through in my music. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Because if you know me, you relate to me, then you gonna know what I'm going through. So a lot of things have changed, man. I'm gonna say Nightfall was a little bit more of a personal about me thing.
mm,
Now I'm more like trying to connect with people that are going through the same thing that I'm going through. That's what my music is kind of like now.
mm. Got you, got you. And how did you come up with the name franchise? Well, I mean, I know you're Ferrari franchise, but how you come with the
Yes,
name
sir. Yes,
franchise?
sir. So I've been franchised for a minute. I used to play ball, and
Mm.
when I was playing ball at that
Steve
time, when you were the
Francis?
franchise, Steve Francis, but when you was the franchise, you
Yeah.
was that guy on the team. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, well, that dude's the franchise. So it was like you the face of the team type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and then I took DJ franchise. It started
Mm.
as DJ franchise,
Okay.
and then because I started DJing, and then once I
Yeah.
got bit by the music bug, it was I'm
Yeah.
gonna just go with franchise. You know what I'm saying?
Franchise.
Now the Ferrari is where I decided to be
Yeah.
serious about pursuing music. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
I had a friend that was had some money or whatever, and his yeah, his father had like
Yeah.
Ferraris, and I seen a Dino Ferrari. That's an exclusive Ferrari. It's
Yeah.
made in honor of his son.
Yeah.
And I was like, son, I need to get my money out. Like, I need a Rari, man. Like, so that kind of, you know what I mean? That and the flow, that's where the Rari comes from. Word.
Yeah, yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir. And now I want to talk about this new sound, the Afrobeat sound that the Soak Song record that you sent
Yes,
me with
sir.
Alicia Nicole, which is a dope record, a very positive record. I like it. How did that
Thank
record come
you.
about?
Is I have a project called Son of a King. It's dedicated to my pops.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what every time I do a project like that, I always have like a song that encompasses the whole project or
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the name, and that's Soak. That's what this song is about. Soak is
Mm-hmm.
about basically soaking the highs and the lows and embracing it and keep
Mm-hmm.
pushing on, moving forward. And that's kind of like what I'm going through when it came to losing my pops. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I've always, as soon as I met Alicia Nicole, I was trying to always get her to. That was initially, like I said, I started off with the concept and the theme at
Mm-hmm.
first, and I already told her I already wanted it to be soap, the theme, like already everything, and we kind of looked for the producer. Big shout out to Cass, the producer, and he I ran through a few beats, but the Afro beat is what called out to me too, because I was like, all right, if I could flip the Afro beat somehow, I'd be
Mm-hmm.
fly. I'm big into being creative, like
Yeah,
like challenging myself. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
mm,
so I was like, if I could flip that somehow with her on the hook, and that's how it came about. I know that
mm,
she's a singer, but she has like Jamaican roots.
yeah, yeah.
So
Okay.
her voice is, I mean, I think it will match up perfect. And
Mm,
we sat there, I wrote out the lyrics for her. Big shout out to Uno, my engineer. He helped
mm,
me like
mm.
we all the whole team. The links, we all sat down. We worked very hard on this song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And we put it together. Word.
Nice, nice, nice. Got you. So I want to ask this before we get out of here. Is there a full project coming? What's up?
Yeah, so I got all right. So we got the like I said, Soak Project. Make sure you tap in with that. It's called Son of a King. The
Yeah,
way I
yeah,
do projects, each son of everything's a track.
yeah.
So I got mad features coming out,
Okay,
Chase.
okay,
I
okay.
got features. I got
Can't
features
wait.
with I got Prince Julius. I got Hattie Racks
Yeah,
feature.
yeah.
I got a
Oh my
feature
God.
with EU.
Yeah.
I got a feature with Denzel Porter. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
wow, I heard that name in a
Yeah,
minute. Yeah,
yeah,
that's my guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I got features coming up for days. I'm thinking about dropping a record
Oh.
each every other week. You know what I'm saying I'm
Okay.
thinking
All
about
right.
dropping a
All
record
right.
every other week.
All
I
right.
got a project called Virtuosity. Big shout out to
Mm.
Virtue, going back to Boom Bap.
Yeah, yeah,
It's the death of human creativity, AI. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. I like that's my
And
movie too. I love the movie with Denzel Washington, so that's my movie
yes,
too. Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes. So if I
yeah,
was gonna be known,
yeah.
you see, we're gonna go through all
Mm,
of that.
mm.
I got that, and then that's that project. I think I'm doing a little something different with that. I'll tap in with you with that too,
Okay.
and and just the features for the summer. We're gonna keep dropping music, and every Sunday you can catch me game night uptown. You already
Yes, yes,
know, real
yes, yes, yes,
shit.
yes. When I
You know
come
what I
back, when I
mean?
come back, when I come back to the town, I'll definitely be up there.
Yeah, tap in. We got something this week. You know what I'm saying? Going crazy. So you every week
uh,
we always did every Sunday, man. Big shout out
yeah.
to everybody who pops out. Word.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I do want to ask now, like I said, one of my last questions is this. do you want to get signed eventually, or do you want to stay independent? Because the music business. You got it.
Mhm.
You do everything major artists do already. So do you feel like you want to be signed or stay independent?
Um, I'm open to like a partnership deal, you know what I'm
Mm,
saying, or stuff like that. But I'm not. I can't. I'm not one of those people that say never. So
yeah,
I'm open to if the deal right, man. Hey, the money right, the deal right, because we have a
yeah.
lot of value in our brand. You know what I'm saying, in
Mm,
myself and the brand I represent too.
mm.
So the deal right. Hey, I'm
Let's
with
get
it.
it for sure, for sure. And then, is a tour coming up or any performances or out of town? Like,
Oh,
I know you
so
got the game
boom.
night. So what's up?
Yeah, we got the game night on Sundays, but I am planning some out of town tours because, like I said, I'm
Mm.
dropping the Virtuosity project, and I'm getting back to my boom bap roots. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. Yes,
I've been
sir. Can't
dropping a
wait.
lot of
Can't
different.
wait.
Yeah, I've been
That's what I
dropping a lot
like.
of different. I've
That's
been
what I like
dropping a lot of
to
different shit. I'm trying to
hear.
get back into the boom bap, so
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
project is that for y'all for real.
Got you. Got you. And with that being said, I got another question for you, real quick. What's
Mhm.
where does franchise see himself in 5 years?
Oh man, I'm big in supporting the community. So like
Mm,
even on Sundays is for like the link stands for Lincoln Youth and Experience. It's
mm,
all for helping younger artists, artist
mm,
development and stuff like that. I do Umbrella Studios. We done engineering,
mm,
teaching engineering, production, and DJing with them.
mm,
So I just want to make sure that I'm a pillar in our community, you know what I'm saying, and
mm,
helping artists or helping people move forward or
mm.
helping the community move forward through
Yeah.
hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Through hip
Mm.
hop for real.
Yes, sir. And my very last question is this franchise. I don't know if you're familiar with my podcast, but I ask everybody this. I see everybody stealing my question, but
Oh man.
what is one piece of advice that you would give any new coming up and coming artist out now? What is one piece of advice as a party promoter, as an artist, as a DJ, as a rapper?
Mhm.
What is one piece of advice that you would give anyone trying to get into the music business today?
Damn, when you say it that way, it's crazy. To be honest, like yo, I say this every time they ask me this question, but it's a fact. You gotta have crocodile skin. Like this is a long journey. It's gonna be a whole bunch of no's before
Mm,
you start getting this. Very seldomly you get a yes.
mm,
It's gonna be a whole bunch of no's, and you gotta sometimes let that rubber off your shoulders. If you have a vision and a clear one, and you know that it's gonna produce something productive for you, just stay the course. But it's a long, long journey, especially when you're just starting off. So get ready for the long haul, bro. That's pretty much it.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know what it is, man. My guy, franchise. Thank you so much for coming on the platform, brother.
Yes,
Plug
sir.
everything. Plug your new album, single,
Hmm.
everything.
Hmm.
Tour, game night. Plug your social media. Where can people find you? Where can people get those features? What's up? Where can they find you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So make sure you tap in. I'm on the gram, Ferrari franchise. I spell it different. Francheyez. You could tap in with me there. The links is the links NYC, THLYNX NYC. You could tap with me. We could tap in there. We do events, but I do a whole bunch of events. I do live events. I do a beat auction every month. So if you like a producer, you sell beats, or you're an artist looking for beats, tap in. We do that shit every month in the studio. I got a project. The video just dropped right now. Soap. It's the best video I ever put together in my life. You heard?
Yeah,
So make sure you
yeah,
tap in. It's
yeah,
on Vivo. Big shout out to Dogish Pro Creators. They the ones that shot it. Big shout out to everybody in it. Big shout out
yeah.
the whole team. But make sure you tap in franchise Francheyez. You could Google me and I'll pop right up. You heard? All
Yeah,
right.
man. You know what it is, man. Once again, it is DJ Chase, the pregame party of this podcast right here on DJ
Mm-hmm.
Chase Radio. That new single, Soak, out now featuring Alicia Marie. Excuse me, Alicia Nicole,
Yes, sir.
franchise. You know this, man. Streaming right here on DJ Chase Radio, DJChase.net. Get that DJ Chase Radio merch, Spotify podcast, Apple
Yes,
Podcast, and
yes,
YouTube,
sir.
DJ Chase TV. And we are out of here. Yeah.